Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. If you're new here, I make videos about motherhood and travel with a couple of DIYs mixed in there every now and again. If any of that is stuff that interests you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If not, stay tuned and maybe I can convince you. So for today's video, I am going to be doing the mom tag, and I realized that this was a hit a couple of months back, but you know what? I just found out about it and I am going to do it. So I am actually going off Emily Norris's video. She is, I believe, the creator of this tag, so I'm just gonna go through these questions and answer them as best as I can. Number 1, favorite mom hack. My favorite mom hack of all time is probably always have snacks. When in doubt, have a snack or some kind of a toy that they haven't seen in a while. That will usually prevent a tantrum, or at least put it off for a while. My daughter Sophie is 4 right now, so we're not so much dealing with tantrums anymore. It's more like just patience in the grocery store or if we're at the mall or something, but usually food or some snacks will definitely do the trick to keep her occupied. Number 2, most embarrassing mom moment. Ooh, this is tricky. Sophie has thrown up on an airplane a lot. That's kind of embarrassing. And this one sticks out in my mind just because of how crazy it was. I was at the park with my best friend, and I believe we were potty training Sophie at the time, and she pooped her underwear, but she was wearing a skirt, and the poop was like coming out of her. I don't know if it was a pull-up or an underwear, honestly, but it was coming out the side, and I picked her up and I realized that I had poop on my hand. And I also realized that I did not have any wipes or a diaper with me. So I had to leave my full of poop child with my friend Renee while I ran to the car to get like a change of clothes. There was poop everywhere. And honestly, if I hadn't been with Renee, it would have been a lot more embarrassing. But yeah, that's definitely one that sticks out. Talk about a mom fail. Just like, I don't need wet wipes. I don't need a diaper. I don't know what I was thinking. You always need wet wipes. Number 3, what part of the day do you love the most? My favorite part of the day is probably either the mornings when we're waking up and we're snuggling, or at nighttime before she goes to bed and we're reading a story and kind of snuggled up in bed together. Those are honestly my favorite moments. What part of the day do you like the least? Probably when we're getting ready to leave to go somewhere and she's decided that she needs to pack, 3 specific Barbies, and she can't wear the long socks. They have to be the short socks. But we're already running late, which, you could throw that on me and say I should be calculating more time, but whatever. So kind of getting ready to leave the door is probably my least favorite right now. Number 5, the worst thing someone said to you when you were pregnant. People didn't necessarily say mean things to me. I actually found in general that everybody was super nice while I was pregnant. But I was photographing a wedding when I was probably like 26 weeks pregnant. Like, I still had a long ways to go. And somebody was like, oh my gosh, you look like you're about to pop any day now, blah, blah, blah. When's your due date? And when I told them that I still had like 8 weeks left or 10 weeks left, they just looked at me up and down and were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So that, made me feel a little bit self-conscious, not gonna lie. That wasn't great. But other than that, I was lucky. Everybody was pretty nice. Number 6, baby name you didn't agree on. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we did not pick a baby name until I was probably 36 weeks. We just couldn't agree. So my name is Sarah, my husband's name is Stefan. So we really liked the idea of giving her a name with an S, but we just couldn't really agree on anything or find anything that we liked. I really loved the name Lorelai, probably because of my obsession with Gilmore Girls. In hindsight, that name wouldn't have suited her at all. That was a name that I really liked that my husband was just like. I also liked Gwyneth. I also liked Elsie. Yeah, those were like my top three, like Lorelai, Gwyneth, and Elsie. I really liked all three of those names. None of those ended up being S names. So once we kind of had Sophie, it stuck and we all loved it. Number 7, do you co-sleep? Ooh, wow, this is a sensitive subject for a lot of people. The answer is yes. So we put her to bed in her own bed at night, and then at some time between like 12 and 3 in the morning, she crawls into bed with us. And this is something that I fought for a really long time, and I think it was more because of other people's expectations and, oh, you're not supposed to co-sleep and it's bad for them. And then I was like, you know what? If she feels more comfortable sleeping with me, we have a king size bed. It's not like she's in the way. I really don't care. And now I actually love it. My husband and I, we both love it. We love snuggling with her in the morning, and it's been great for us. 8, something you bought but never used. Something you bought but never used. Okay, this is gonna be TMI. I bought a lot of nipple cream ahead of time, and I never really ended up using that because of some anatomical issues I had. I could not breastfeed without using a nipple cover, which was kind of awkward at first, but the good thing about it was my nipples never got cracked or sore or anything because I had that barrier around it. Number 9, 3 hospital bag must-haves. A robe, some slippers, and a hairbrush, because laying in that bed, your hair gets so matted. Number 10, are you a routine mom or a go with the flow mom, and what does bedtime look like? I am a mixture of both. I think in general, I'm probably more go with the flow, but I do notice that when it comes to bedtime, especially again, when Sophie was younger, the routine is the best thing you can do. So our bedtime currently usually looks like giving her a little bit of a heads up and saying, hey, in 10 minutes, it's time to go to bed. Then we go upstairs, we brush teeth, we brush hair, and then Sophie gets to go pick out a book that she wants to read, and then either myself or my husband will get into bed with her and we'll read her a story. And then she knows, okay, we're gonna snuggle for a few minutes and then it's time to go to bed, and that's what works with us. And if it's a night where she needs to have a bath, we'll do the bath time before the brushing of the teeth and brushing of the hair. So yeah, that's what our nighttime routine looks like. 11, what type of labor did you have? What pain relief did you choose? I unfortunately had to have a C-section. I found out that Sophie had turned frank breech when I was about 34 weeks. I will link the video somewhere up here where I really go into detail about my labor. And yeah, since I had a C-section, I took all the drugs. All the drugs that they gave me, I took. 12, have you ever been mom shamed? Honestly, I think an advantage of not being on YouTube in that time of my life and not really being on Instagram when Sophie was super little, I don't think I ever have been mom shamed. I think that I've felt pressure to do certain things and to feed my child certain things and to breastfeed or not breastfeed for a certain amount of time. Definitely felt pressures, but I never had anybody like directly come at me, which I'm very grateful for. 14, the best advice you've ever been given. Biggest piece of advice you'd give to a new mom. So, the best advice, which is something that I probably didn't listen to at the beginning, is don't compare yourself to others, because everybody's child is different. Everybody's needs and wants and feelings are different, so you can't compare your journey to someone else's journey, because my child is not like my best friend's child. So what works for my child isn't gonna work for her child, and vice versa. So I know it's so hard, but just don't compare would be my biggest advice. I would definitely say ask for advice from other moms, but kind of like, you know, don't ask a single mom, ask maybe like 10 different moms, and especially ones that you like their parenting style, or, you know, your own mom, if you think she did a good job with you, ask for her opinion. That is my biggest advice. And kind of like lay off the Google, because I think that I Googled every symptom, every child stage, and everything for the first, I don't know, year of my child's life. And I definitely made myself crazy about a lot of things that I really shouldn't have been worrying about, but it just goes with the territory, I think. Okay, last one, 15. Who's your mom crush and who do you tag? So, obviously I have some like celebrity mom crushes and real life mom crushes, but as far as YouTube goes, I really love Haley Devine from the Devine family. And as far as YouTube moms that actually watch my channel, I really love Danae Lynn. She is just so sweet and so calm, and she posts about her fertility struggles and vlogs her daily life and everything. She's just super, super open, and I think that that's why she has so many loyal followers. It's just because people really love her and how authentic she is. So I will be linking her below if you guys want to go check her out. And I'll also be linking some other moms below that I'm probably blanking on right now. I have a great community of fellow moms that we all follow each other. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other questions for me or comments, leave them below and I will definitely respond to all of them. So that's it for right now. If you're a fellow mom, don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing great. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!